band that we have really enjoyed watching over the years. The band's retooled slightly, and they have a new song called Remember Me coming out, which I'm going to spin for you in a little while. But first, I want to let you hear a little bit of a throwback from Emphatic, and then we'll do our interview with Justin, who can tell you a little bit more about their tune Remember Me before I spin that one for you. Sending this one out to our buddy Harley listening there online. Harley, always good to have you on the show there listening and over in the chat room. This is going back to the old and found Emphatic album. This is Do I from their 2011 album Damage. That is some classic Emphatic from their 2011 album Damage. The song's called Do I. And pleased to have Justin McCain of Emphatic with us tonight, talking about some of the new music that they've got coming out in just a little while and their new single, Remember Me.
From the Army Rock Show, really excited to have Justin McCain of Emphatic on the line. These guys have an album due out October 22nd. Justin, welcome to the show.
Hey man, what's going on? Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about the album that's coming out.
Well, it drops October 22nd. We're very proud of it. It's a rocker, man. It's definitely some of our best work, and we're excited for all the fans to check out the new chapter of Emphatic.
How does it compare to the previous release? Will folks find something similar in it, or has there been an evolution? What's the comparison like to the last album?
I'd say the comparison is that I'm still the main songwriter, so I mean, you know, the songs are going to have a similar vibe and structure and stuff like that and sound, but I'd say the difference is we don't have the bounce
I was thrilled when I saw. I loved your previous singer too, but having Torn in the band, I loved his work with Fuel. And tell us a little bit about your new singer and how that came to be.
You know what? Torrance absolutely amazing, and he kind of influenced me a little bit and didn't even know it. I'd say 5 years ago, 6 years ago maybe, I heard a Fuel record that he did, and I thought, man, this guy's awesome. And you know, I loved the record, and I listened to it for years. And when we parted ways with Patrick, I told myself, I'm like, there's one guy and one guy only that I want in this band to part the band now, and it was Torrin. And so he's one person that I had never met. I've met a lot of people in bands at this point, but I've never met Torrin. So I thought, hey, I'll reach out to him on good old Facebook, and I'm glad I did because he hit me back, and he was actually a fan of the band because he had heard Put Down the Drink, and it just all worked out. It was fate, man. So I'm very blessed.
That's amazing that these days, the day and age we live in, that the band you can pick a singer that you admire, the two bands of your guys' level, and just have a match like that. That's a cool story. It looks like you're in LA getting ready to do a video. Is that correct?
Yep. Well, actually not in LA anymore. We flew into LA, and I have no idea where we are. We're like in the desert, somewhere in the desert. So we're probably like an hour and a half outside of LA right now. So we're prepping for the music video today, and then we're gonna start shooting tomorrow and get some final stuff on Sunday, I think. So it's gonna be fun.
I just saw a picture on your website. Was that you learning to work a helicopter of some sort for this video?
Yeah, that was Torn. He was flying on, I don't know what it is. It's some sort of helicopter with cameras in it that the label got us, and he's having fun with that. So let's just hope that he learns how to work it well enough to where it doesn't land on my head.
Well, it probably wouldn't be the strangest thing that's happened to you during a video shoot or something, I'm sure. But the scene you guys are recording is "Remember Me," and if I read it right, it's sitting around at number 35 on the charts now. How close do you watch the music charts when you have a single like that? Do you pay attention to them, or?
You know what? I'll be honest and say I do. I watch that every week, and I watch it for a couple of reasons. I want to see if it's reacting with the fans. If it's not reacting with the fans, let's move on. You know what I mean? We're trying the best we can to give the fans what we want, but also, it kind of correlates with, is radio supporting it? How do they feel about the track? So there's a lot of different reasons to watch those charts. We want to give radio what they're looking for, or the fans what they're looking for, and on top of that, it's exciting. It's exciting to see so much support from so many different people with everything that this band's been through. So it's exciting and something to look forward to each week when we're looking at those numbers.
Now, you mentioned that the band's been through quite a lot. Does the album title "Another Life" is that reflective of of the struggles of the band?
Absolutely, that's exactly what it is, and we're just very blessed to have another chance, another life, and that's basically the theme of the record. Torn and I got together and wrote this record, and it really is a direct reflection on the past year and a half of both of our lives. And there couldn't be a better title for the record, and so that's what we went with.
Now, for anybody that has seen your show before, they know that you are a pretty active person on stage. And how long ago did the guitar flips start? And when did the kind of cool things you do with the guitar start?
What's that? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Well, yeah, anybody seen you play live on stage? You're pretty active with your guitar. And when did that tradition of all the flips and the kind of cool stuff you do on stage start?
Oh, yeah. That pretty much started when I figured out I wasn't going to be a very good guitar player, so I better step up my game on stage.
Then they actually got a little bit better at the guitar, too, so it kind of worked hand in hand, where I don't shine on my technical ability to play, I'll kick some ass on stage, so. Well, it's definitely an acrobatic routine that it's really fun for us to watch from the audience, no doubt about that.
Yeah, but now my back hurts, and I always have neck cramps, so, I have to stretch more. guarantee that you will get is the best show we can possibly put on.
Has there ever been a guitar flip gone wrong? Has there ever been like a wreck on stage?
I think there's too many stories of that, actually. It's probably gone wrong more than it's gone right, so.
Well, we won't focus on those. Hey, we had the chance to see you play at one of our favorite events of the year, which is the 2012 Rock on the Range, and that was a huge show, I'm imagining, for you guys. What was the biggest show, like, exposure-wise for you guys in your career?
Did you say what was the biggest show?
Yeah, the biggest show that got you, like, the most exposure.
You know what? There's been a lot of shows, but yeah, I mean, that was one of the biggest for sure. That's definitely, a festival that every band looks forward to being a part of, and kind of one of those things where a band that actually gets to perform one of those, it's kind of like, one of the huge accomplishments we all look for. So, but I mean, there's all kinds of station festivals around the country, and different cities that we'll do our own shows or tours we've been on. It doesn't matter. It's almost like you could have a very small, intimate show, or you could play in front of thousands and thousands, like Rock on the Ranch and Rock on the Range and all those big festivals. But it's what you do on stage and the impact you have on the people that are in front of you, and you want them to walk away talking about the band, and that's what's important to us. So.
And you guys really, and for people who may have seen you at either of those venues, what you're saying is so true. I've seen you at Rock on the Range, and I've seen you in a small club, and we get the same show as an audience, and we really, really appreciate that. It doesn't matter where the venue is. You guys bring it every time.
Yeah, so I think when you're talking about exposure and stuff, you can have an amazing impact on two people at a club that, the capacity's 500, and they can walk away and start talking about the band and tell their friends, and, it's all relative. It's just we want to give everything we have every night on stage, and hopefully the people will appreciate that, and the fans will connect with that and spread the word,
Now, it looks like there's some tour building in the works. Is that correct?
Yeah, man, we've been working on some touring options for a couple months now. Basically, we really want to focus on doing the right record, and so we didn't really set up any tour plans for this year, and so we're kind of playing catch up on that end, but we're definitely planning on getting out there and getting to as many cities as possible, and bringing the live show and supporting this record, so stay tuned for that.
And last thing I wanted to ask you about tonight, did you actually get Harley Davidson from your record label? Did I see that on Facebook?
Yes, that's pretty cool. They're an awesome label. Shout out to Apocalypse Records. Couldn't be happier with those guys. We're very blessed. But yeah, we got Harley, so that might be a dangerous thing for us. Between you and I and everyone that's listening, I kind of keep my distance from them a little bit. I take pictures on them, sit on them, and I'll ride them a little bit, but yeah, they're pretty cool though.
Well, Justin,
Torrin's a big Harley rider. Torrin, everywhere we go, I'll follow the bus on the Harley. I'm like, all right, it's with me.
That's awesome, man.
I got into your air conditioning and watch you ride the Harley.
Now, that's going to make you guys easier for people to spot on the road now. Next time we see a tour van going by with a dude following close on a Harley, we're going to know it's you all. So people keep their eyes out. Hey, man, thanks so much for joining us on the show tonight, and I really appreciate it, and I'm really looking forward to the new album and seeing the brand new video you guys are shooting October 22nd, Another Life drops, and this has been Justin from Emphatic. Thanks for joining us on the show, man.
Thank you so much. We appreciate everyone's help, and we look forward to getting out there and seeing all of you with Another Life.
We'll see you out on the road, man.
Hey, that was Justin McCain from Emphatic. So glad to have him with us tonight on the show. And we're going to spin their brand new song. You heard him talking about a video they were making out in L.A., well, in the desert in L.A. And that video was Remember Me, and I'm going to spin that for you right now.